This electric car has done 310,000 miles and has had no issues whatsoever. I don't know a single soul in my entire life who can say the same thing about a gasoline-powered car. Hello my friends, the revolution is well and truly here. When you see stories like this, I love this stuff, it's fantastic. I mean, this is not even a lithium iron phosphate battery. This is, in my view, more like old school technology. Lithium ternary batteries, yeah, they're pretty good. LFP, in my view, is better. So are the brand new LFP batteries we're seeing now emerge within the last month. The Tesla are going to be using by the end of this year, that is the new tech. This is old school, and yet 310,000 miles and barely any battery degradation after the first 100,000. Apparently the battery in this car still had 97% left. 97% after 100,000 miles. That's crazy. Well, as you can see, I'm pretty excited. These are the kind of stories I love to hear. And if this story has been shared around a fair bit, you might have already seen it, but I know some of you won't have. So that's why I decided, you know what? I'm going to make a video about this because this is good. This is good stuff. This is good news. So what actually happened? Well, first of all, someone actually owns a Tesla Model S that's done more than 1,000 miles, but the battery pack's been replaced a few times. They've had a number of other parts replaced in there a few times. So it was good, but not as good as what, you'd think the new electric vehicle revolution could be. Especially considering companies like BYD, for example, have lifetime warranties on their cars, then you'd think that maybe the cars could have less issues than that. But the Tesla Model S, that's an older model. Model 3, it's really a much newer car, newer parts, better engineered is what many people say. The Tesla Model 3 was launched in 2017. There aren't many cars with high enough mileage to really work out what the very, very long-term reliability is. However, there was a car that did 162,000 kilometers, still had 97% left in the battery pack, so battery degradation was less than 3%. After 100,000 miles, that's incredible. However, this Canadian Tesla Model 3 owner claims his car was delivered in October 2018, and he's done 310,000 miles. So this guy's done nearly 100,000 miles per year. That is an insane amount of driving. I don't know how he's done it, but that's 500,000 kilometers, 500,000 kilometers. He says he's had zero issues with the car. According to the owner, who goes by the name I Like Piano Black on Twitter, his car is still on its original brakes and battery. I harp on, right? One of the biggest advantages with electric cars is not having to replace your brakes, not just your brake pads, but your discs, your rotors, right? Electric cars, because you can use regen braking, means that sometimes the discs can even rust because people use the brakes so little. Now, obviously, it makes complete sense to use regenerative braking in your car because you're essentially putting money back into your pocket, right? You brake using regen brakes, it recharges the battery for you for free. It makes so much sense, it's awesome. So this guy's brakes haven't been touched at all. In addition to that, the battery is still the same battery. So you'd think, right, the battery must be pretty worn out after 500,000 kilometers, especially considering it's not a lithium iron phosphate battery. Lithium iron phosphate batteries can be charged around 3 times more, get around 3 times more cycles before the end of their life. However, he says the only thing he's replaced was the drivetrain oil pump at the 286,000 mile mark. And guess what it cost him? 194 Canadian dollars. Crazy. That I know of, this is the highest mileage Tesla Model 3. There's not many people out there that are crazy enough to be driving 100,000 or nearly 100,000 miles per year. Although there probably is some people who have bought them as taxis. More and more people are buying them for this purpose because they save you as an owner. If you're running a business, right, they save you so much money. And it's one of the key reasons why Hertz bought so many electric cars from Tesla. However, all this said, one thing is more amazing than anything else I've just shared with you. In his battery pack, after 310,000 miles, only has 20% battery degradation. Now, if you tried to do 310,000 miles, in a Nissan Leaf, the battery would have died long, long ago. Battery degradation would have just completely destroyed it. No thermal management in those batteries, no proper battery management system, and the batteries die. But this is what happens when you buy a new modern EV by one of the world's best vehicle manufacturers. You do 310,000 miles and the battery still has 80% capacity. That is absolutely insane. And frankly, I'm shocked to hear those numbers. So why does he do so many miles? Well, he works as a courier and he says he does 300 miles every single night from Monday to Friday. That explains the high mileage. And he also said that 90% of his driving is done at highway speed, which is probably less taxing on the drivetrain. However, he still charges the vehicle at superchargers quite often. So he's charging the vehicle at a supercharger, which will degrade your battery faster, and yet after 310,000 miles, he only has 20% battery degradation. Honestly, this story is insane, and it shows you just how good the Tesla Model 3 really is. Now, ironically, the video I made right before this one, only an hour ago, was about the Jaguar I-Pace. Now, that car won World Car of the Year. The Tesla Model 3 did not. The I-Pace has just burned itself to the ground 4 times in a row. Sales have gone down to an abysmal 150 per week worldwide. It's essentially on its deathbed. The Tesla Model 3, on the other hand, well, sales are going absolutely crazy, and for good reason. It's a quality car at a good price. Let me know what you think, though, about all my comments in this video in the comment section below. I mean, do you agree? Is this insane? Is this crazy? I'm flabbergasted. I'm absolutely shocked. But I'm so excited for so many people who are going to own these cars and be able to have these experiences. You know, sure, you might have had a few little minor experiences with your car, but truthfully, have any of you ever had a gas-powered vehicle that has had nothing go wrong with it, need nothing done to it for 500,000 kilometers? I've never heard of that before, but let me know if it's happened to you in the comment section below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day wherever you are. Remember, the world is actually getting better every day. I mean, it's hard to believe, but yes, renewable energy is now cheaper than coal. Cheaper than the cheapest coal. Pretty much everywhere in the world.